I tried her bikini. Now I'm the star at the beach. I woke up that Saturday morning to the soft, golden light filtering through my bedroom blinds. The smell of the ocean wasn't there yet, but I could feel the excitement buzzing through me. My friends had decided on a spontaneous beach day. I stretched, yawning, and glanced at my phone. Multiple notifications from them. Excited messages, laughing emojis, and photos of sun hats and umbrellas. I was just me, a regular guy, average build, sneakers scuffed from daily use, and hair that refused to stay neat. My friends, however, were the kind of people who could make even a cloudy beach day feel like summer paradise. As I scrolled through the group chat, a message popped up from my best friend, Mia. Mia, don't forget your swimsuit. And BTW, I have a surprise for you. My heart skipped. Mia was the most mischievous of all of us. What kind of surprise could she have meant? A funny hat? A weird flow tie? I smiled nervously and shrugged it off. Later that morning, while packing, I noticed something strange. Mia had left her bag by the couch, probably in a rush. Curiosity gnawed at me. Normally, I wouldn't touch someone else's things, but something in the way the sunlight glinted off her bag made it almost magnetic. I unzipped it cautiously, and my eyes widened. Inside were several swimsuits, bright, stylish bikinis that screamed confidence and fun. My fingers trembled as I held one up, a soft pink with tiny floral prints. Could I even try this? I whispered to myself, a blush creeping up my neck. The thought alone made my heart race. I had always wondered what it would feel like to wear something so delicate, so feminine. I shook my head, chastising myself, but the curiosity was too powerful. One small peek could do no harm, right? With Mia momentarily out of the room, I locked the door, my palms sweating. I pulled the bikini out, tracing the soft fabric with my fingertips. The material was unlike anything I had ever worn. It felt almost alive, like it was calling me. Standing in front of the mirror, I hesitated. My hands shook, and my mind raced. Just for a second, I told myself. Slowly, carefully, I slipped the bikini top over my shoulders. The cool material brushed against my chest, making me hyper-aware of every nerve. I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. My reflection, it looked different. Somehow softer, smaller, and undeniably feminine. A strange thrill coursed through me. I couldn't resist. I pulled the matching bottoms up, tugging nervously at the straps. My reflection stared back at me, and I felt a heat rush to my cheeks. This is wrong, but it feels so right. I sank onto my bed, staring at my reflection. Part of me wanted to laugh it off, to say it was just curiosity. But another part thrilled in the transformation. Every curve felt exaggerated, every movement lighter, more delicate. What if someone finds out? I panicked. Mia would kill me, my friends would never let me live this down. Yet, despite the fear, I couldn't stop looking at myself. For the first time, I understood that curiosity wasn't just a passing whim. It could be something that changed you, even in ways you didn't expect. Just as I was getting used to the feeling, the doorknob rattled. Panic shot through me like lightning. I barely had time to throw the bikini back into Mia's bag before she walked in. Hey, did you pack your swimsuit yet? She asked, glancing at the bag. I froze. Yeah, almost. My voice sounded higher than normal, and I cursed myself internally. Mia tilted her head, suspicious. You okay? You look different. I forced a laugh, tugging on my hoodie. Just sleepy, I guess. Her eyes lingered for a moment longer, and then she shrugged. Okay, but hurry up. The others are waiting. As she left, my heart was still racing. I realized two things. Curiosity could be dangerous, and I wanted more. The ride to the beach was quiet for me. My friends chattered about music, snacks, and sandcastles, but I was lost in thought. Every glimpse of the sun on the water, every ripple in the waves made me imagine what it would feel like to actually wear Mia's bikini on the beach. Could I really pull it off? I wondered. Would anyone notice? Would they laugh or admire? The questions buzzed in my head, but one thing was certain. Today would be different. I didn't know it yet, but the secret experiment I had started at home was about to escalate and change everything. The car finally stopped at the beach parking lot, and the sound of crashing waves greeted us like an old friend. The salty air hit my face, making me shiver with anticipation. People were scattered along the sand, families building castles, teenagers tossing frisbees, and couples lounging under umbrellas. I stepped out, adjusting my hoodie nervously. My friends were already running toward the water, laughing and shouting. Mia looked back at me with a teasing grin. "Come on, don't be a slowpoke," she called. I forced a smile, feeling my stomach twist with nervous excitement. Today I'm going to try it. While my friends set up the umbrella and cooler, I found a quiet spot behind some rocks. My heart pounded, and every sound of laughter made me flinch. I pulled Mia's bag from under a towel, my hands trembling. The bikini lay there like a promise. I hesitated, thinking about the risk. If someone sees me, oh God, what would I even say? But the thrill of the forbidden pushed me forward. Slowly, carefully, I removed my shorts and t-shirt, leaving only my underwear. I slipped on the bikini, tugging at the straps, feeling the material cling to my skin. The sensation was electric. The cool breeze against the delicate fabric made me shiver. For a moment, I just stood there, mesmerized by my reflection in the small mirror I had brought. "Wow, this is me?" I whispered, my voice catching. Curiosity quickly turned into daring. I peeked over the rocks at the beach crowd, expecting panic, but instead nothing. People were too busy with their own fun to notice me. My chest tightened with excitement. Maybe I can actually do this. I took a few cautious steps onto the sand, each movement feeling different, more graceful than usual. The bikini clung perfectly, accentuating curves I hadn't noticed before. I tried to adjust my posture, imitating the confident stance I had seen in magazines, and felt a strange pride. For the first time, I imagined being someone else, someone admired, someone noticed. As I walked along the shore, the sand squished between my toes. My heart raced. Every laugh in the distance, every glance toward the water made me hyper-aware. Suddenly, I felt eyes on me. My first thought was panic, but then I saw a girl from our group waving. "Hey, you okay?" she asked, squinting in the sunlight. I nodded quickly, forcing a laugh. "Yeah, just enjoying the sand." Her eyes lingered on me a moment longer than normal. She knows something, I thought, but the thrill wasn't fear. It was exhilaration. I had stepped into a new world, and the first sparks of confidence flared within me. I spent the next hour exploring the beach, careful to avoid the main group. Every step felt like I was becoming someone else, someone lighter, prettier, more daring. I tried twirling in the shallow water, feeling the bikini fabric cling and ripple with each movement. The reflection of the sun on the waves made my skin glow, and I caught glimpses of smiles from passers-by. My inner thoughts raced. Could I really do this all day? Could I be her? The idea of being noticed, admired, even envied, sent shivers down my spine. The line between curiosity and identity blurred, and I felt a dangerous thrill. Just as I was starting to relax, a familiar voice shouted behind me. "Hey, where did you go?" It was Mia. My heart skipped. I panicked, ducking behind a beach umbrella. My chest felt tight, and I couldn't breathe normally. I'm just over here," I called, my voice higher than usual. Mia's footsteps approached. I prayed she wouldn't see me like this. But when she rounded the umbrella, she froze. Her eyes widened, and then she burst out laughing. "Oh my God, you're actually wearing it," she exclaimed, pointing at the bikini. I felt my cheeks burn, but strangely, I didn't want to hide. The laughter, the attention, it was intoxicating. Mia shook her head, still laughing, but there was no judgment in her eyes. "You look amazing. Honestly, if anyone sees you, they're going to think you belong here." Her words hit me like a wave. For the first time, I realized this wasn't just a secret experiment. Something inside me had shifted. I wanted to stay like this, even if just for the day. I stepped out from behind the umbrella, facing the sun and the sand and the waves. My heart was racing, but I felt alive. Maybe this is who I am, At least for today, I thought, the thrill of the first spark igniting a fire I couldn't put out. As the afternoon went on, I began interacting with other beachgoers. Small compliments, a few smiles, the way the wind lifted my hair, it all added to the growing confidence. Each time someone glanced my way, my chest tightened with both fear and excitement. I was caught between two worlds, the boy I had always been and the girl I was becoming, even if only temporarily. The line between embarrassment and empowerment blurred, and I found myself laughing more freely than I had in months. By late afternoon, the beach was alive with chatter, the sun painting golden streaks across the waves. I had completely embraced Mia's bikini, letting the fabric cling to my skin without hesitation. Every movement felt different, lighter, more deliberate, like I had discovered a new rhythm to my body. I walked along the shoreline, feeling the sand squish between my toes, the water cool against my legs. The wind tugged at my hair, making me spin slowly to watch it dance. Each glance from passers-by sent a thrilling shiver down my spine. I can do this. I can really be her, I thought. A soft smile spread across my face, my reflection in the shallow water reinforcing the transformation. As I twirled near a group of sunbathers, I noticed a few heads turn. Some smiled politely. Others whispered among themselves. My heart raced, half panic, half exhilaration. A girl with a sun hat approached. "Hey, I love your bikini. Where did you get it?" I froze, my mind scrambling for a response. "Don't mess this up, just be casual." Thanks. It's, borrowed," I mumbled, my voice a little higher than normal. She laughed softly. "Well, it suits you perfectly. You look really confident." Her words made my chest tighten in a strange, intoxicating way. The idea that someone admired me in this new form, it was addictive. I decided to test the waters, literally and figuratively. Stepping deeper into the surf, I let the waves crash against my legs, feeling the bikini cling even tighter. I experimented with poses I had seen in magazines, hands on hips, twirling hair, leaning slightly forward. How does it feel to be looked at like this? I wondered. To be admired, maybe even envied. I caught glimpses of reflections in the water and nearby sunglasses, each one reinforcing my growing confidence. I was no longer hiding behind curiosity. I was performing, embodying the persona I had only imagined earlier. Suddenly, Mia appeared, holding 2 cold drinks. "I told you. You look amazing. I mean, people are noticing." I laughed nervously, taking the drink. "Do you think it's too much? I mean, wearing this in public." Mia shook her head, grinning. "No way. You're rocking it. Honestly, I'm a little jealous of your confidence." Her approval hit me harder than I expected. I realized that part of the thrill was validation from friends, strangers, and even myself. The bikini wasn't just fabric. It was a key unlocking a new identity I hadn't dared explore. The confidence surge was sudden, but reality quickly reminded me of the risks. A gust of wind blew my hair into my face, and I stumbled slightly, nearly losing balance on the wet sand. Panic shot through me. What if someone sees too much? What if I get embarrassed? I quickly adjusted my bikini and my posture, heart pounding. The beach suddenly felt larger, more public, more dangerous. And yet, the fear mixed with excitement made my pulse race. The thrill of being exposed, even slightly, was intoxicating. As I sat on a towel to dry off, I noticed a group of girls nearby glancing at me and whispering. I blushed, trying to appear nonchalant, but inside, I felt a strange pride. They think I belong here, they think I'm confident. Every flick of the hair, every subtle movement became a performance. I was learning, experimenting, pushing boundaries. The secret thrill of crossdressing in public was now fused with admiration from others, a heady mix I had never felt before. Mia challenged me to join a game of beach volleyball with some strangers. My heart sank initially, so many eyes, so much exposure, but I couldn't resist. Sliding, jumping, and reaching for the ball, I discovered my body moved differently, more agile, more aware of subtle balance. The bikini held perfectly, and for the first time, I felt my persona blending seamlessly with action. Laughter and cheers from others reinforced my thrill. Each compliment, each glance, became a brick in the foundation of this new confidence. By sunset, I realized I had changed, not just in appearance, but in mindset. The boy who hesitated behind closed doors had disappeared. In his place was someone who could laugh, perform, and feel admired in a body that once belonged to someone else. I looked at my reflection in a small puddle left by the waves, tracing the curves, the movement, the way light fell across my skin. Like this. I like me like this. Mia nudged me gently. You know, you're going to be the talk of the beach tomorrow if this keeps up. I laughed softly, the sound light and unfamiliar, yet thrilling. The transformation was no longer just about curiosity. It was now a part of me. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the beach emptied slightly, leaving pockets of shadows. I felt a hand on my shoulder. Turning, I found a stranger, someone tall, confident, with a knowing smile. You've caught everyone's attention today, they said, voice low. I hope you're ready. Things are only going to get more interesting. My heart raced. Interesting? What does that mean? I looked toward the darkening waves, unsure whether to feel fear or excitement. One thing was certain. My adventure was far from over. The next morning, I returned to the beach, still wearing Mia's bikini beneath my cover-up. The beach was far busier today. Families with children, groups of friends, and couples laughing as they strolled along the shore. My heart raced as I spotted familiar faces from yesterday staring at me. I tugged my cover-up tighter around my waist, suddenly feeling more exposed than ever. Every glance felt magnified. Every whisper seemed directed at me. Am I ready for this? I thought, clutching the straps of my cover-up. Can I really keep this secret? Mia noticed my tension and laughed softly. Relax, if you look confident, no one will think twice. I nodded, but my stomach churned. Confidence had limits, especially when attention became more intense than I expected. While walking along the sand, I noticed another girl in a similar bikini catching the attention of the crowd. Her confident stride and playful smile made heads turn instantly. No, she's stealing my spotlight, my mind snapped, a wave of jealousy mixed with panic surging through me. Mia nudged me, whispering, Relax, you're the one everyone remembers from yesterday. Just don't panic. I swallowed hard, trying to steady my breath. But the rivalry sparked something unexpected, an urge to stand taller, move more gracefully, to ensure all eyes returned to me. A group of teenagers approached, inviting me to join a sandcastle building contest. My pulse raced, not just from the activity, but from the fear of being watched so closely. Stepping into the sand, I felt every eye lingering on me. The breeze tugged at my hair, the bikini straps pressed softly against my skin, and my heart hammered in anticipation. Don't mess this up, don't embarrass yourself, I muttered, pushing my nerves aside. As I molded sand into towers, I caught glimpses of admiration and envy from onlookers. Each compliment, each subtle glance, made my chest tighten with a mixture of pride and anxiety. Just as I was finishing the castle, a sudden shout pierced the air. Hey, isn't that? I froze. My mind raced. No, don't let them see. I turned and caught the stranger from yesterday grinning at me. Relax, they said smoothly. I'm not here to ruin your day, just enjoy the attention. I exhaled slowly, relief flooding through me. But their presence reminded me that being admired publicly came with risks. One wrong move could expose everything. After the contest, I retreated to a quieter part of the beach. Sitting on a towel, I ran my fingers over the bikini fabric, heart pounding. Why do I feel both terrified and exhilarated? I asked myself, is this who I really am, or just a temporary thrill? Mia joined me, handing over a cold drink. You're glowing, she said softly. You've changed even more than yesterday. Her words hit me in a way I didn't expect. The thrill of attention, the secret transformation, and the growing confidence were mingling with fear and uncertainty. I realized I was becoming someone new, a persona that could captivate others, yet was fragile because it depended on secrecy. As the afternoon wore on, Dark clouds gathered over the water. A sudden wind blew stronger than expected, lifting towels and hats. The waves crashed louder, the crowd scattered slightly, and my cover-up slipped slightly, exposing more of the bikini. Panic surged through me. I scrambled to fix it, heart pounding, but I caught several eyes lingering on me longer than comfortable. They're watching, noticing, maybe judging. I thought, my pulse racing. From the corner of my eye, I noticed the rival girl laughing and pointing subtly in my direction. A wave of fear mixed with anger surged through me. Am I being mocked? Will someone expose me? Later, while walking along the quieter shoreline, I stumbled upon a small group playing frisbee. One of them, the stranger from yesterday, jogged up with a playful grin. "You're really catching everyone's attention," they said. "Ever thought about making this your thing?" I froze. My thing? They leaned closer, voice low and teasing. "Yeah, you've got the look, the confidence, the curiosity. You could become unforgettable." I felt a shiver run down my spine. Part of me thrilled at the idea, part of me panicked. Unforgettable? Or exposed? As evening fell, the beach began to empty. I stood at the water's edge, staring at the horizon. My heart skipped as I saw a familiar figure approaching, someone I had hoped wouldn't appear today. It was my cousin. Her eyes widened as they landed on me, taking in the bikini, the confident stance, the changed persona. You're wearing that?" she asked, voice a mixture of shock and amusement. My stomach dropped. She knows everything. I swallowed hard, unsure what to say. The secret I had protected so carefully was now at risk, and everything I had built, confidence, thrill, transformation, could collapse in an instant. The waves crashed at my feet as the sun dipped below the horizon, leaving shadows stretching across the sand. My heart raced. What happens now? Will she tell everyone or join in the secret? The sand felt heavy under my feet as my cousin stood there, staring at me. Her eyes widened, then narrowed, a smirk tugging at her lips. "You're actually wearing that and you look different," she said, a strange mix of amusement and shock in her voice. I swallowed hard, heat rushing to my cheeks. I just wanted to try it just for fun," I mumbled, avoiding her gaze. Her smirk deepened. "Just for fun? Really? You look like you belong here more than I ever thought possible. But this is your secret, right?" I nodded quickly. My heart raced. "Please don't tell anyone." She laughed softly. "Don't worry for now. But you better be careful. Secrets like this, they don't stay hidden for long." After the tense encounter, I wandered down the shoreline alone. The waves lapped gently at my feet, and the fading sunlight shimmered across the water, casting everything in a golden glow. I traced my fingers over the bikini fabric, feeling its texture and how it hugged my body. Maybe this is who I am, at least a part of me, I thought. For the first time, I didn't feel nervous or ashamed. Instead, I felt a strange liberation, the thrill of being admired, the excitement of stepping into a new persona, the curiosity that had driven me here in the first place. I laughed softly, letting the wind whip my hair around. Me? But also, something more. Mia appeared beside me, handing over a fresh drink. "You did amazing today," she said with a proud smile. Even with the little interruptions. I smiled, sipping the drink. It was intense, but also fun. I didn't think I could feel this confident in something like this. She nudged me playfully. "Trust me, it suits you. People notice confidence more than the clothes. And right now you've got both." Her words sank in, and I realized she wasn't judging me, she was encouraging me. For the first time, I felt truly supported in this experiment, this transformation. As we walked back toward the umbrellas, the stranger from yesterday appeared again, smiling mysteriously. "You've got talent," they said softly. "Confidence, style, presence, you could make waves if you wanted to." I blinked. Waves. They leaned closer, whispering. "Not just in the water, but in the world. People like you, they don't stay unnoticed for long. Think about it." My pulse quickened. I didn't fully understand what they meant, but the excitement in their voice made my mind spin. Could this really go further? That evening, as the sky turned shades of pink and purple, I sat alone, watching the horizon. The day had been exhilarating, full of secret thrills, public admiration, and a transformation I never expected. But a small knot of worry lingered. If anyone else finds out, everything changes. My life, my identity, my freedom. And yet the feeling of empowerment, of being noticed, of embracing a new part of myself, was undeniable. I traced the edges of the bikini top, smiling softly. Maybe this is only the beginning. Just as I rose to leave, my phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number appeared. "We've been watching you. You've got potential. Meet me tomorrow, if you dare." My heart skipped. Every instinct screamed danger, yet a thrill pulsed through my veins. Who is this? What do they want? Am I ready for this? I glanced at Mia, who winked knowingly. "Looks like your adventure isn't over," she said. The waves crashed behind me, the sun dipping below the horizon, and I realized this was far from over. The bikini, the beach, the thrill, and the transformation had only scratched the surface. Something bigger was coming, and I wasn't sure I was ready.